responding fast is a value close to your heart. And it would be amazing, Cheryl, if you can share what you've been doing in this domain of, you know, quick responding and harnessing AI and machine learning to really design a quick and I would say fast reaction of operating models.
Yeah. The example I'll use is you can see I have some passion around risk and disruption. Is imagine the following scenario, right? You buy helium. I'm going to pick helium. It's been a worldwide commodity that's been in shortage situations since, gosh, World War II, right? And it is a, there's a supply constraint, and it's a supply chain that is very susceptible to disruption. So imagine Saturday night, a North American processor of helium gas company has an explosion in their factory. All right. You have a system that scrapes the web, detects that it's nowhere other than their local paver, because they've sent, a fire brigade and they've had something in this small town at this factory. Your system picks that up, right? Because it scraped the web, says helium, explosion, right? These are all keywords, It knows the capacity of that factory. It knows how much of the world's supply it makes. It knows, it can predict that by the nature of that, how long will that factory be down, right? It knows that you can't make a certain product line, right, or entire business without it, and has this impact on global market, right? So now the predictive elements come in, right? So this has all been built out into the supply chain, into your data. Now the predictive elements come in. It now predicts that this commodity will become, in North America, an allocated material for the next year. It predicts that the allocation will probably take all companies down to about 80%. So you're going to lose 20%. You know how much business impact that's going to have to you. It's calculated all of this. It's triaged it. It has put it at the top of the pile. So revenue impact, it is calculated. It has sent the message to your owner, the process owner. Send an alert to their phone saying, big event, need to do something. That person Saturday night creates the collaborative environment, creates an incident, right? Adds followers that Saturday night and calls the meeting for Sunday morning to bring everybody globally together to take all of the data. So you understand revenue impact. At that point now, by the time you get together in the morning, the system's now saying, go to the spot market now, right? Buy now. This is how much you need to secure. Here's the financial impact on current market. You bring the global team together, who's now, by then, they've all been alerted. They're all online. By Sunday, you know what your global team needs to do. Sunday night, the market's open in Asia. Your team in Asia is hitting the spot market. By early morning, the European team's hitting the market. US team comes in and hits the market. The market price hasn't moved. The spot price, even though it's higher than your contract price, it hasn't moved because there's not a global awareness of this. You've been able to secure spot pricing before it spikes, right? And you've locked in the volume you predict that you're going to need before anybody's aware. And when I say before anybody's aware, on Monday you call the company, right? You call their head of their supply chain, and they are unaware that they've had an explosion in their factory, okay, in their own factory on Saturday night. And 2 days later, they come out with a market communication to their customers. Market pricing, spot market shoots up like overnight explodes, right? And there's a worldwide shortage. By the end of the week, everybody's been placed on allocation, and you have mitigated the cost, you've mitigated the supply, and you are fine. Okay.
Right.
So when I talk about like all of those pieces coming together, that's my picture of what can be. Right. And guess what? My team, yes, they were very busy going and doing the spot marketing, orchestrating, getting the material. Yes, they are, but not like the companies who now don't have that product, right? Not like the ones that are going to have that massive P&L impact, right? And we're free. We've moved on to other problems. So, that would be my vivid example of what the power of fast does.
I think you described it amazingly. So it even sounds a little bit too good to be true. Okay, when you really get to supply chain, I think that's like the holy grail of supply chains. If they all could have seen this view very quickly, most of the challenges, I believe, would have been solved.